Hey guys, Mary Ann here with Shopping Crafty. Becky 6066 tagged me in the, I keep mixing up what this is called, how to spend less and save more, something like that. There's a bunch of questions to answer about saving money on various things. I keep mixing it up because I'm also reading a book right now that's called Living Well, Spending Less. So it's like how I spend less and save more is what this is. It is similar. I don't necessarily recommend the book, but this tag is awesome. I actually didn't even subscribe to Becky 6066's channel when she offered to tag me, which is so cool because I'm excited to watch all of her videos. She seems really great, and now she has a new subscriber, and she probably didn't even subscribe to mine, and that's what's so amazing about the Dave Ramsey YouTuber community. Everybody is just so welcoming to new people because it's not a competition, and as an actress I really appreciate that, because in LA, even when you're just friends with people who are also actresses, it's always slightly a competition. And here it's just like, no, we just want everybody to thrive and get out of debt and be successful, and I really appreciate any tags. Okay, that was a tangent, but definitely make sure to subscribe and check out Becky 6066. She seems amazing. Okay, so question number one. Sorry, I am making a mess. Okay, what are the most important frugal things you do every day to save money? Budgeting. That is where I get off track, and it is the most important thing. When I first started the channel, I did this. I had my every dollar to track my everyday spending and income, so that I could put it in there right away and know everything. And then I would come through and I would do my weekly budget on paper to make sure everything was balancing out correctly. I stopped tracking on every dollar, and that quickly led to me stop tracking on here, which is not good. I know everything was still, I was budgeting by keeping track of how much I was spending, but I wasn't writing it down. I wasn't being specific to the dollar, but you need to be specific to the dollar, and you can't just be like, oh, well, I'll just buy more food at work and not count it as income and it will be totally fine. No, you need a budget for how much you're gonna let yourself spend at work on food. You just have to. So really just tracking your spending and tracking your income if it's irregular. It's very important because it's easy to just start letting money fly away and you don't know where it went. You don't even know how much you had at any given point. It's very dangerous, so that is what I do every day to make sure I am saving money. Okay, what is your best strategy to save on utilities? I actually did a video on this when I first started my channel. The number one thing for me, I don't have any good like AC or heat advice, but to save on water bills, you should make sure that on your sink, they usually have right around the spout something you can unscrew. It's called the aerator. And it's just a different spout that you can screw on, and it gives you different water pressure, and so it will be however many gallons per minute. And you can, at my old place, I think it went from about 6 to 3 by buying a new one, and I think you can go even lower than that, like from 3 to 1.5 gallons per minute, and that's literal gallons. Every time you use water, you're using half as much water. That is a huge way to save money on your water bills. And I'm not sure about bathroom sinks. I know kitchen sinks are usually equipped to swap them out. The one I bought for my old place had spirals around the outside and the inside so that it would fit different size spouts. So it was one size fits all. It is not expensive. I will put a little card above that you can see that video, and the links, I have links below in that video where you can go see, I think it's on Home Depot, and you can see what those look like and how much they cost. That is my number one. It's really big. I can cut it in half. And I think there's similar things for shower heads. Perfect. Okay, what is your best tip to save on food and household products? as someone who just finished doing a food challenge, I think my biggest tip is to let yourself learn and fail during the learning process for meal planning. I didn't know how to meal plan, and my biggest struggle was I didn't want to justify accidentally spending too much because I'm trying to meal plan and have these recipes and I don't know how much these ingredients cost yet. So I just go to the store and buy random stuff that's under my budget and hope it will get me through the week. To be healthy and have enough food, you have to meal plan, but there is a learning curve there, and you need to give yourself a month or two, meal plan every week, learn how much these types of recipes that you like cost, and go from there. Give yourself a break, give yourself a bigger budget for a couple months just to learn, and in the long run you will save a lot of money once you know how to budget for meal planning, how much things cost, and once you stock up your pantry. You have to spend money to save money in that scenario. Obviously, you need to be treating it as a learning process. Don't just be like, oh, it's okay that it costs that much. No, just learn from the experience and realize, okay, sometimes I might have to buy something that's more expensive, but I'm only gonna use like a tablespoon of it. It will last me forever. It doesn't go bad. Like, I have this huge jar of molasses because I made this chili recipe that my mom has, and it uses maybe 2 teaspoons. And the jar was expensive, but that's gonna last me a really long time, and I don't have to buy it any other time I wanna make that delicious chili. So, allow yourself to learn and accidentally spend too much money in the process so that you can learn in the long run. Okay. Blah. I feel like I just went in circles there. Okay. Household products, I don't really know. I don't spend that much on household products. I probably just don't clean enough. Toilet paper, I just get whatever's cheapest that's not like the super thin papery stuff. And store brand, always store brand. Okay, what is your best tip to save on clothes? I think there is a balance and you have to find it. So for things that you know you need to last you a long time, you invest more money. If you're the type of person who just wants a couple pairs of shoes, maybe one pair of shoes, you're gonna wear for everything, invest in them. My boyfriend spent about $200 on his pair of boots. He's had them for, what, 3 or 4 years, and they still look great. They're still really high quality. He like polishes them and has, like, they're great quality shoes. I like wearing ballet flats. I go to Walmart and get the cheapest cute ones that they have, because it's just, they don't matter to me that way, and I don't spend, like, to me the shoes are not important, and I don't have the desire for like high quality shoes. As long as they cover my feet, I'm good. Work shoes you have to invest in more, but still Walmart slip resistant shoes to get the cheapest ones. Here's the thing, I just went shopping for my birthday because I needed sweaters, I needed jeans, I needed bras and underwear, I needed essential items. I had one sweater whose pocket was broken, one sweater that had a big bleach stain on it from like a long time ago that I finally just couldn't bear walking around without anymore. And my pants, I had a pink pair of pants, one that had a huge hole in the knee that was barely wearable, and my work pants that were getting a hole in the crotch, which is just great. I needed jeans, that was all I had, and then bras and underwear, you always need to switch those out however often. And I gave myself $200. And one big thing, wait for sales. If there's a store you like that you know you'll probably be able to get all of those items at, wait for sales and buy it. I really lucked out because Aeropostale had a 60% off store-wide sale. So for $100 I got 3 sweaters, probably like 20 pairs of underwear, a bra, and a couple shirts. And then for the other $100, I was gonna shop at the mall, but the second I was there, I was like, this is all gonna be, it's gonna be too hard to find the stuff that is cheap that I can afford. It's not worth it. So I went to Walmart. But the other thing, yeah, invest in the stuff that needs to last you a long time, but if it's something super trendy, something like Forever 21 and H&M, where they have it much cheaper, something that's trendy is going to go out of style in a year, but you really want it, get the knockoff cheap kind and wear it for a while and see if it's a style that you really want to commit to. Then maybe you can invest more in a higher quality version of it, but I feel like people get over that stuff really fast, and there's no use spending that much money on something that's gonna go out of style. But I am not a clothing person. I haven't gone shopping for clothes in like since before my birthday. It was years, so except for a couple pairs of pants that were on a gift card at Christmas. Okay. What is your best strategy to stay out of debt or pay it down? Read Dave Ramsey. Watch YouTube channels about it. Just stay motivated. It's all about motivation. It's not, there's never going to be some do it quick scheme. You have to take responsibility for your own spending habits. You have to keep track of your spending, and you need to realize that like being on a budget is not about telling yourself you can't spend money on this or that. It is about making your money go as far as it can and choosing what your priorities are instead of just waiting in the moment to decide what your priorities are, because in the moment your priority is always going to be what's right in front of you. Okay, please share one thing you do to save money that other people don't know. What do I do? I probably should have thought about this one more in advance. I don't really know. I just work a lot. Oh, actually, I do something which some people might not actually like that I do this. I had emptied my emergency fund when I moved, and in order, along with putting extra money into the fund to build it up quickly, I started having half of my paycheck go into my Capital One savings. The other half I kept marking as income. And now I'm saving up probably for another move, because there's been some issues with this apartment and the landlord and our neighbors. So we're probably moving again in a year. And so I kept that system going where half of my paycheck goes into savings. Now my paycheck is maximum $300 every 2 weeks, because it's my serving paycheck and taxes get taken out from my tips, and I don't actually work there that often. So like my last one ended up being $160, and so $80 went into my savings. And that is a way that I don't even count it as income, because I know if I count it as income, I will want to put it towards debt. I will want to put it towards debt. I just want to get out of debt. I just want to get out of debt. But I need to save this money. I am terrible at sinking funds. I cannot stick to sinking funds. I always end up spending it on something else. And so I don't even think of it as income. It's just going there. I don't check that account very often, and it's just accumulating. It's not a lot. Like at maximum, it's probably $200 a month goes into that account. That is how I'm saving up for future emergency and moving expenses. It might work for you. I don't know. Everybody has to find their own style, and I know that I can't save money if I'm aware that constantly that I am saving money. If I have to do a transaction to get the money to the savings account, it's not going into the savings account, it's going towards debt. And I know that about myself, and so I changed my behavior. Okay, how important is it for you to save money? Okay, save money in a bank account is important. Right now, my focus is paying off debt. But saving money on purchases, saving money on interest by paying off debt faster, that is just essential. It's insane to me that some people don't do that. Like if you think about it, okay, so one of my credit cards I'm paying 22% on, 22% interest. And my student loans have like 6% interest, but it's about $100 of my $229 a month payment that is going towards interest. if instead I could take that $100 of interest, just the $100, not even the full payment, the $100 of interest, and put it in a savings account that's getting, like, what is Capital One, like 0.75%? 0.75%, and be earning 0.75% on that $100 instead of just losing that $100 every month, I would have a lot more money. I would have a lot more money, and which is why it's sad that some people don't understand that math and will just stay in debt and pay twice as much on loans. It's important to me to save that money because I work hard and I want to keep my income for myself. I just do. So it's very important. All right, oh, that's right, it's time to tag somebody else. So many people have already been tagged. We had this big Facebook thing where we all threw our names in if we wanted to be part of this, and I was the bottom of the list. So I didn't see Happy Budgeter on there, and she might not have time, I don't know, I hope she does, because I am going to tag her. Happy Budgeter, you are tagged. Answer these questions, please. I will also message you another way because I don't know if you are going to watch this video. She probably will. She watches. She's great. I love Happy Budgeter. I wish she posted more. I'm going to be honest. It's like, I love Budget Girl, Happy Budgeter, Connie Porter I really love, Live Love Budget, and now her sister has a channel, Modern Budget Girl. There's so many great YouTubers right now. My channel is just a little one in the corner where there's these other people, Wendy Valencia, former Mrs. Jones, they're great. I love it. I wish I had more time to just do nothing but watch their channels. Okay, please like and subscribe, and go check out Becky 6066, people she tagged, the person who tagged her. It's this whole long chain, and you will discover so much motivation, so many inspiring people. I was gonna say women, it's mostly women, but I think there's other people involved as well. Thank you so much. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.